Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions, there are only fresh perspective and new begins. This is a love story. So it's not that scary. Or maybe it makes actually it even more scary. The fact that it's a love story. So, this is a game that's supposed to be played multiple times. With, as far as I can see by reviews and stuff, it's very short in each playthrough. So I plan to do, at the very least, 2 playthroughs, maybe way more. Depends on how it will go, what it will be. But you can apparently listen to the narrator and follow the rules, or you can ignore it. You also can do both things very differently, potentially. That's how it was in Stanley Parable, for example. So we'll see how it will go there. And we'll see to where it will lead me. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess. Those are even chapters.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh well.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Why? Alright, and I have variants. Many variants, actually. Many variants. Look at this. How many variants? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 variants. Yeah, and not sure how many splints here, but yeah, there will be many variants. Alright, let's see. Don't blame me, Stevie. It shouldn't be really a creepy game. It cannot be just technically even. Like, how can be a novel, I don't know, creepy or scary really? Like, it can be immersive, not creepy. So, alright, so I'm going to slay her. Yeah, the end of the world. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Well, ever since we know it's not the worst variant. Sometimes it's good to let it go, but no more birds or trees means that, well, it will be 2 drastic changes. And about people. Not humans, by the way, people. Question is, who I am, where I am, and so on. Yeah, but how can a princess locked away in a basement and the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Okay, this clearly shows that I can trust narrator, because whoever this voice is, you don't wanna tell me truth, don't wanna tell me specifics, and just wanna for me to kill a person. Okay, we'll see. Yeah, by the way, have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
So there is not much time.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
No, okay. So it can be just I know, a mage or something.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
That's what you telling to me.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, You do your job and slay her.
Well, if I would be a paladin, that's maybe what I would do, if I would know that this is the truth. They don't know what is truth here. I don't know who is the voice, who I am, who is the princess, where I am, why this all happens, and why we have shortage of time. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task?
Because I was charmed.
Made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
No, he tried to trick me in this. Alright, why exactly me actually? Can someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules.
Okay, well, if it's true, then okay, at least he is not controlling everything. And also, this means that protecting is somewhat special.
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Why? No matter how special the prince is, protecting should be damn special as well.
Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Well, we'll keep this variance for alternatives. Alright. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say, then, well, maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Well, the same as with you.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
Yeah.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Well, the fact that someone's princess doesn't change anything, really.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Wait a second, it was someone... Yeah, it was a bit different voice. The hero, what? Well, sounds like I have a choice. Proceed into the cabin. Yep.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Well, if I would need to slay someone, especially if it's not a human, Blade is actually better than nothing. Also, if she was locked, Blade was kept there to actually kill her, and maybe there was needed confirmation something. Anyway, it's probably better to take it if it's possible.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah. Well, I might need it at least. Not so much harm in it. Depends on who is the princess, she might use it as well, but we'll see. Well, let's take the blade then.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Might be. Alright. I don't have options, enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
No, we'll see.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Narita definitely trying to lure me into killing her. And maybe there is a reason behind it. Well, there is definitely a reason behind it. But maybe I should listen to him. We'll see.
Who's there?
This is she.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Who is the hero? Is it protagonist? Because there is narrator, and yeah, looks like this is a protagonist. It's like his thoughts, but why I have thoughts and control him? Or what's going on? Or is this... No, it's probably a different voice. Maybe there will be other voice, like voice of no, an evil guy or something. Narrator is very suspicious because imagine you spawn in the middle of nowhere and your cabin someone telling you to kill someone in fantasy world. Well, you might be actually her lover and charmed and just brought there whatever, like any random guy or girl, whatever. Like can be charmed, can be tricked, mind affected, whatever. And you don't know where are you, who is this voice, like you shouldn't trust that anyway. Maybe you have amnesia, maybe it was all your life, but anyway, without any information, and he refused to give information, just push you to kill her. And for some reason he cannot do it. No one else cannot do it. Like many questions. Alright.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Yeah, said the manipulator. Let's just continue down the stairs, I guess.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Why is the second one is broken? Where is the second part hidden? Can be under the dress. Pretty long dress. She can sit on it and prepare to hit it. Whatever. Who knows why she is dangerous? Maybe she have some magic powers, telekinesis, whatever, but one arm is free. This might be dangerous. But for some reason she didn't escape, she still sits here. Maybe because she don't care? If she really can doom the whole damn world? This might be actually just a prediction. Maybe she's just a normal human or whatever, but a person that can just, I don't know, become really a literally princess, born child, and this child will lead to dynasty, the dynasty lead to country will lead to conquering the world, and no, doing tyranny, whatever, who knows. Maybe this means by the world, but at the same time, and eventually it may lead to, I know, world destruction. Maybe this means not just hers. But anyway, if it leads to bad stuff in the future, she should be stopped. Maybe her mind could be changed. But anyway, it's dangerous to let some entities that can destroy the world live. See.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
It really feels like this is a voice of a protagonist. But why am I controlling him then? Doesn't make sense. Maybe just additional narrator.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
She looks pretty self-confident. I expected a bit different. I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She's trying to come at me, interesting.
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare.
Yeah, if someone talking like this with someone who imprisoned her, well, might be different reasons, but better to keep dagger.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I can agree. Yeah, I can agree.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Oh, that's interesting twist.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Why not?
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Can we really end this actually like this? Ah. I'm sorry, can we just talk?
You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Exactly, because if she was treated badly, she can expect anything. Maybe she was treated badly by this guy, whoever I am, and just don't remember anything.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
She's definitely trying to manipulate me. So she's pretty self-confident and used to command people. I am not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
They're just fighting to slay the prince already. Well, what a variance, huh? The variants are pretty meh. I'm not sure what the squint word means also. Meh, it's inconvenient actually. Yeah, looks like maybe in this game I might need something. Damn, it's wrong browser. Damn it. Yeah, I didn't expect that I would need to Google anything, but actually I might need it. What's this? Yeah. Okay. Squint. Sounds familiar, but I don't remember. Yeah. Okay, I can see. No, it will not show anything. The variance sucks actually. I can still continue to speak because she apparently willing to talk. And dropping the blade would be a bad idea. Oh, let's go into the prince while holding to the blade then.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back.
The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Why not? Are you sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
We'll see. What? Why is they dragged all the choices? Well, the only way is to slay her, and I don't want to slay her immediately. You know, she's definitely manipulative. But still, I don't know the truth, and she might have a reason to be so stubborn. Well, she can be stubborn. Might have a reason to treat the prisoner like this. So yeah, drop the blade then.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands
Why
and
trembling
drops
though?
to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Why? Yeah, okay. That apparently means that it's not mine, but there's something. Hence the tremble.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Why not to speak from afar? Like, why? I didn't choose to come closer.
We'll be fine.
Nah, we'll see.
Don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Trusted parents. I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster? If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
That's exactly the reason why I'm telling her this information, to know this. Oh, the variant's not good. We're being sent probably actually a good variant.
They haven't told you anything, have they?
Exactly.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Apparently.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has
Exactly.
a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
Exactly.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
No.
But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
Yeah, close to nothing, but depends on situation.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
Neither of you.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Well, and he have a point because apparently it's safer to just kill her. Whoever she is, even the world savior, it still might be the least risk variant. Because who knows what will happen if narrator is true. If he actually telling the truth. But we'll see. So let's start from the very beginning. What's her name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Very pompous and weird.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
It feels like she don't really care and just waiting for all the stuff to end. And she quite sure that she will survive this. So she knows something that I don't know that actually dangerous to me. So how long have you been down here?
Too long.
What a variance then. I don't wanna say this or that. And this variant just sucks as well, in general. Okay, let's try to get more information from him. So, a relationship. Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Yeah, that's why I called this dumb. And I still have the same two variants. Damn, the game about choice just given like 11 choices or something in some situations and give nothing in others. Alright, we've talked enough, I guess.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
No, but I didn't have as a variance because the game doesn't give it to me.
You know why you're here.
I'm going to keep it locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Well, the only one I have.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
Oh, soon is pretty questionable amount of time.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
That's a threat. And also a reason why she's so confident. She definitely have some kind of power. Or maybe someone coming for her. Anyway.
And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Now she's ready also to fight back, most likely. Not sure how easy to kill her, because otherwise she would be already killed. Lots of special and protagonist as well. Alright, but she is maybe just bluffing because she clearly knows that I don't know anything. And she might be pretty good at manipulation because that's what she can be just naturally good at. And also she could be taught to because, well, if you in the royal family, most likely that's one of the first things that you get in lessons for. So I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
Maybe.
It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
Maybe.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
No, I didn't. I want to grab the dagger. There was a sound though.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
Yeah, she definitely has some kind of power, but she also sit here for some reason. Maybe power coming back for her.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
That's maybe worth it. But if everything would be so simple... there wouldn't be a game like this, and story like this. The problem is, I didn't grab the dagger back. Damn the cars. Why is it loud today? Look at her. Looks like I don't have an option to grab the dagger. For some reason. Like in any other given moment, I don't have a choice to grab the dagger. I can't do it right now. I wasn't able to do it previously, and if there was option slay as a princess. Well, depends on do I want to restart it or not, because most likely attempt to slay her will lead to, well, end of this cycle. Yeah, she sounds very confident. And if she is really smart, she should understand that I also can return to kill her. Is she ready for this or not? But also on the other hand, talking about cycles is not the right thing. Like, I have only one life, let's pretend. So, yeah. Let's try to make it right. Yeah, we're sticking to the plan and locking her down here.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Yeah, where is fucking blade still?
We can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Interesting.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. And it's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
It's definitely some sort of an entity.
Terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
If she would be able to easily leave the place, she logically should be fine. But at the same time, narrator mentions that we ran out of time for some reason. So, all that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster.
I could be innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
Okay.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Yeah, I can do anything for some reason.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Still can be illusion, by the way.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
Still might be an illusion.
I'm
A
sorry,
nightmare.
but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
But there is a second chapter, it's nightmare. Maybe it was nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Music changed, by the way. Okay, so was it a nightmare or what it was then? Because for now I'm disappointed because the game just gives you like many options at the beginning, as you expect. But then it's just grabbing all of them, and like I have many questions. At least, and I definitely should be able to continue talking a bit about some because that's logically what this game's supposed to be about. But the game just grab everything, just slay or drop or go away or whatever, like no choice, no way of speaking, and this is really frustrating. Maybe it's supposed to be in this act, whatever they are, because logic character is dead, but maybe not. Or maybe it's the next one, brought here by a voice that called narrator, who knows. Right, let's see.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, gladly I have at least questions about this. But I died. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
So, hero remember.
Shh! What if he hears us?
Wait, so it's paranoid joint?
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit! I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Maybe parallel universes or something?
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We couldn't trust either of you, and as far as I'm concerned, we still can't. All we did was lock her away. And how'd that work out for you? No comment. Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
So he confirmed it, after all.
And your solution is to send us back in there? Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us? Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't. Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Yeah, the main question is, she remembered the thing.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. Sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working. And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Yeah, it more feels like alternative line of time or story, whatever. The question is, does she know it or not? That's the only concern. Because others remember, so apparently it's not just rewind of time. So we'll see. At least now I know what she is, at least roughly. She's definitely not just a prince. Well, it was quite apparent from the beginning. But at the same time, what exactly she is unknown. Something dangerous.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us? I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
Well, I can only assume the dagger wouldn't work anyway, because she managed to leave the place anyway by herself in a very short time, in a few hours maximum. At the same time, she definitely was kind of happy to attack her. So physical strength will not help there, most likely. If she really can end the world, and looks like she already broke at least one chain, and no matter remember she or not, she's still too dangerous to try to hand-in-hand combat. So persuasion skills sounds more reasonable, but the game just took all the variance of me to talk. So it looks like it was all done to eventually fail anyway, in the first chapter. Alright, we'll see. Let's talk about the princess.
Just be quick about it.
Yeah, just being around here in the end shut down all of my organs. What the hell am I supposed to do about that?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. How can you possibly justify saying that? She's clearly something far, far worse.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
Doesn't sound right. And who locked her in that basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
What if I am just a model for a wizard making just a kind of miniature of dimensions, just testing how the human being will work in that? If people lock her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this failing on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
Yeah, it feels like they really checked some variations of reality and understood that this person somehow can deal with her. They don't know exactly how, because they don't know themselves how to deal with her, but they somehow still managed to knock her up. Maybe there was some moment when it was possible. And eventually, they know that soon she'll recover power and will be unstoppable. So the only way of doing this by talking. Alright.
You can't just goad us into doing something by calling us special. It's manipulative. Why are you trying to manipulate us? I don't know, I kinda like being special.
That's all here.
Okay, fine. Maybe you can goad him into doing something, but he's not even the one who makes the decisions here. I'm not goading you into doing anything. You already know the princess is dangerous. All I'm trying to say is that you have to be the one to deal with her. I know it doesn't seem fair, but that's just the way it is. And for what it's worth, I know you have it in you to finish the job.
Yeah, it feels like the narrator is some kind of a mage or whatever, somehow who know or predict himself that the protagonist can win this somehow, can somehow stop her, because no one else can. But he don't know how exactly. He assumed like, grab a dagger and kill her, maybe just to try, because he knows that protagonists have multiple attempts, multiple timelines or whatever, but something like this. Feels that something like this. Okay,
We
let's see.
don't. You saw what happened to us last time. We need to leave.
It's pointless if she really can end the world. You being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Yeah, because most likely if you tell more information, it might affect my decision and therefore might ruin the way how the protagonist would behave anyway. So it might actually affect him and eventually lead to wrong situation that will not solve the issue. Yeah, it really feels like situations with multiple timelines.
If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her? Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
No, the one thing I understand so far, I probably can't trust the narrator, but he don't have solution by my theory. So that's why he's trying to hide any possible information, just to let improvise.
He isn't telling us everything he knows because he doesn't trust us, which means that we can't trust him.
I suspect that he is actually perfect in knows. And fully trust.
Stop talking yourself in neurotic circles and just get to the cabin already.
And the second agree now.
You see the way he keeps pushing us? We have to get out of here.
There is no way out. Alright, that's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Sure, let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
In every good lie there is always a bit of truth.
I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
In both ways, she was pretty clear.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Alright, let's proceed.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
A blade will not help.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
But if my theory is correct, why he trying to push me to the blade? Also, if I have multiple attempts, I can get more information. Because if I would just piss her off immediately, it will not lead to anything. Also, was the mirror here previously?
Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
Yeah. The table and door looks the same as it was previously. When she came outside.
It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
This might mean that she remembers also. This also means that there is no reason to swing a dagger or anything.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
He didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
You're right. I was so stuck on the eyes watching us that I didn't even notice it there. What are you two talking about? There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the floor, and the open doorway leading to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Interesting. The writer cannot see the mirror.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. We have to look at it. Unless that's what he wants us to do. And pretending it isn't there is a trick to get us to do exactly what he wants.
Well, it does exist, and that's interesting that narrator can see it. He doesn't sound like he's lying. But why he cannot see it? That's the question. Also, oh, or maybe he is blind actually, because I'm still not sure who I am. Who is protagonist? Why would you lie about there not being a mirror when it's clearly right there? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
The only logical reason is to not show the nature of the protagonist that's supposed to be so damn special. It's the same person? That could be funny actually, Nordish. Hi. This whole cabin is different than I remember it being.
Very different. He changed it, didn't he? It's like he's trying to make us doubt our reality. Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense. You haven't died. You certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
He's still lying about this for some reason.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
He's still lying anyway. But yeah, it looks like the whole world hopes that this person will be able to do something. Also, I'm curious, what the fuck is this? Like, look at this eyes, like figure, so weird figure. Ah. Alright, what's up with the mirror anyway?
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Well, in this case it would be strangely nice, so he cannot see it. Why?
This really isn't funny.
Why is the mirror clean?
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Well, at least now I know that protagonist is not a human at all. It's also explain maybe behavior of so-called princess. Whatever it is, it's something big and with claws. Though there is no need in dagger anyway. If it's not someone special.
Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Emma is the fucking dragon, by the way. That, you know, stealing princesses, kidnapping them, etc. Well, the hero, I think it's a voice, so I am who I am, and like I'm playing for the protagonist, and other voices is like well, either he have schizophrenia, or it's like well, let's say there's some thoughts of different kind, like your nature, your heroic part of your personality, your coward part of personality, paranoid one, etc. And probably will be more the further you go. Yeah, he's always kinda shizo, maybe his mind is shattered and maybe that's why he can actually do this. But if the mind is shattered, how the voice of narrator is different from other voices? Yes, he could not the voice of narration or whatever, but he still can be one of them. And this means that actually, like the one who traps, the one who actually thinks that he need to slay the prince is exactly the protagonist anyway. Like, it's very interesting. Yeah. The three of you, yes, because narrators speak separately, but there is no guarantee that he is actually separated. We'll see. Right, let's enter the basement.
We should have taken the knife again.
No.
I don't think she's going to take an olive branch. We need something sharper.
I have fucking claws.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
Yeah, we can end up as a princess because, well, she might be here, maybe mortal being who, or maybe just a mad woman sitting in the basement and thinks that someone will come to kill her, but she will have some powers and destroy him and leave and destroy the whole fucking world. That's how she is pissed off. Who knows? We'll see. Alright.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
Yeah, the result's the same.
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back.
She's
We're gonna have a
remembering.
lot of fun, you and I.
Interesting. So she remembers since that was done. At the same time, she's still there. Why? That's a question. Why she still need to be there? And why all the eyes? She's, I don't know, mutated? What the hell?
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
But she didn't. For some reason. Yeah, I would say that the whole second sequence looks like, yeah, whatever you did in first time, most likely it would lead to one variant of death anyway. And eventually you try again, and now we know that she is not just a princess. And your most logical decision is just to grab a fucking blade and just kill her immediately without talking. But most likely it would not lead to anything good anyway, even if there is a body to slay, because I can see many damn eyes. And she can just paralyze by looking at me. Alright, I'm going to talk her.
Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted. Talking won't do you any good.
Nah, swinging a blade would do no good as well.
Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway.
I don't know, she's still talking.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
How it could be that change, even if different timeline or whatever? It's anyway, it's still cabin, but there's no reason to build something like this in the cabin anyway. That she changes the reality actually each time, and the world can exist for few cycles before it will be fully transformed into something. And I might stop it, and definitely you can stop such entity by just swinging a claw or a dagger.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
I know, the eyes are watching anyway.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
Of course it's weird.
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
Okay.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Why she is playing with me like this? If it doesn't matter, then I'm here to talk. Let's do nothing.
You decide it's best to do nothing.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
Of course. Looks weird.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
No little knife this time. It's almost like you want me to get you.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
Yeah.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Interesting. That's maybe also the reason why not again. Maybe she literally breaking everyone eventually. With multiple attempts. Maybe it's all just nightmares. he didn't die literally, because it's all changing reds. It can be just a dream or something. But anyways, the way to stop it only to talk to her, I suppose.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Heart. What are you doing? I'm working! Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more, as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Damn, what's going on?
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
Heart, lungs, liver.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead, even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission.
Well,
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. The way out of here is nowhere to be seen.
yeah, there's no way out of here, and she's not even material to stay here with a dagger or something.
That isn't my fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it is, because fighting her isn't an option right now.
That's for sure.
Then you should get looking, shouldn't you? Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation?
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Uh-huh. So it's not intended. Interesting. Okay.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
But there is no way to be sensory with her as well.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
What happened after you killed me last time?
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then...
Interesting. So she cannot leave the cabin anyway. No matter trapped or not.
Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can live without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
If you need me alive, then why did you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you try being nice to me?
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you? And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me.
So, protagonist just died from fear? Seriously? What a weakling.
You seem miserable.
Well, yeah, hard to disagree sometimes.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. we can be friends soon.
I'm glad you're seeing things my way.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
What a variant over insects.
liver,
And if I let you out, what then?
heart,
Do we go our separate ways?
No, definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free.
Otherwise she can be locked away again. Interesting.
Don't worry, I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
But anyway,
nerves, heart, lungs,
hmm,
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
well, being around you is agony. I'm not going to stick around.
Oh, we both know that you don't have a say here, so you should just look on the bright side.
Lungs,
I'm not sure what the bright side is for you, but I'm positive you can find it if you look hard enough.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just let you leave.
I know, you told me last time. Destroy is such an unenlightened way of putting it. So sudden, so violent, so little nuance.
Then damn explain me.
I'm not going to destroy the world, but I am going to hold it in my hands and squeeze it.
It will be destroyed, I
I'm
guess.
going to make it afraid, just like I've made you afraid.
liver,
So basically anyone would die and overall end of the world. But why?
The world needs fear, doesn't it? Every terror I bring would make the good times so much better. Well, I'm practically doing a public good. So what harm is there really in letting me out?
lungs, liver, heart,
Is she some sort of a like materialized fear thing? Like Lord of Fear or sorts? Lady of Fear, whatever. Aspect of fear.
heart, lungs,
Doubt about it so far.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
But people will die if you do them what you've done to me.
But everyone dies eventually. They're all full of wet, writhing things, and in the end, each and every one of them gets unwound. And then those things get to become a new everybody. Just to come apart all over again. All I want is to be there for it. I want to watch it happen, and maybe do a little unwinding myself. Is that really so much to ask?
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, heart, lungs, liver,
Alright, that's a dumb question, but maybe you'll give me bits of information. Why wouldn't you finish me off?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
Well, she definitely enjoys the suffering.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then...
Shit, make her stop! Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. You're back. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
Oh yeah.
One moment, and then you're gone.
Nerves,
Just
heart,
like
liver,
that.
nerves, heart,
Ah,
liver,
and there's the fear.
lungs, liver, nerves.
She pulls away.
Lungs,
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
Consultant here might need to just fast this, but on the other hand, she anyway traveled with me.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
And she have her points.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, 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 liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
Well, you're a lunatic. You know that, right?
liver,
Like I said, I am what I am. And right now, I'm in control.
liver.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So, you might want to be a little nicer to me.
She raises one long left finger, its tip hovering just over your skin, seeming to enjoy the lingering threat.
Lungs, liver,
But she withdraws,
heart,
sparing you another momentary glimpse of death.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, 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 liver,
And what if I refuse to let you out? What happens then?
Then we're stuck down here together. Until you change your mind.
liver,
Likewise, basically. So she really is stuck here, actually.
liver,
She really stuck, and protagonist not only the person that might be able to stop her,
lungs, liver,
but also someone who actually can keep the door closed. She will not be able to leave the place.
heart, lungs,
Static, and a skipped beat as she touches your shoulder and whispers in your ear.
No! Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Or until your heart finally gives out.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
Well,
liver,
if the heart will goes out, I think I will return anyway.
And then, when you die, I'll find myself somewhere new. And before too long, you'll be there too. That's how this all works, right?
lungs,
This doesn't end until you let me out.
liver, nerves,
And a lot can happen before then. I'm sure I can get creative.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
So she plans to torture the protagonist until
lungs,
he opens the door.
lungs, liver, nerves,
In a way.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, 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 heart, lungs,
That was a very intense.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
Yeah, living together is not a good idea. Not in her current state.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
We either need to get to the truth, or kill her, or stay with her. No, free.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Ah.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Alright.
lungs,
Let's not get her entertainment zone. If I would try to kill her, it would lead to my death, most likely.
nerves,
If I would try to
heart, lungs,
threaten, insult, whatever, it will not lead to anything good. It will just entertain her and she will continue breaking.
liver, nerves, heart,
But if I will not give her entertainment,
heart, lungs,
that might lead to something.
lungs,
Well, I will just die then.
And then we'll wind up right back where we started. Round and round we'll go. I wonder what will be different next time. Maybe you'll actually be able to move a limb. Who knows? But I'm always going to win.
lungs, liver, nerves,
Well, she may be sure about this.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
Well, are you sure about that? Give it enough tries and I'm bound to win eventually. And maybe you don't get to come back like I do.
Is that a bet you're willing to take? Imagine climbing a mountain of lifetimes. And when you finally reach the summit, when you finally win, the only view you find is me. And then I push you, and you go tumbling all the way down those millions upon millions of battered and broken pieces of you that couldn't make the cut. What then? Would you have it in you to climb again? It sounds like a lot of effort for nothing. When instead we can just leave this place together. Hand in hand.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, 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 nerves.
Well, let's continue removing the entertainment then, because so far she is amused. On the other hand, asking a question will not end anything, so maybe will not harm. And how about I just kill you instead?
Oh, that's adorable.
As I expected.
You don't have anything that can hurt me, so do your worst.
Does that mean you can die?
The princess cocks her head, neck cracking uncomfortably, and you can't help but imagine a smile carve its way from ear to ear on the other side of her mask.
Everyone can die.
Of course I can die. I'm dying all the time, and so are you. But we're both still here, and you can't make me go away.
One way is reasoning. Well, I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not going to try and kill you. So do your worst.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
She is pissed off.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
What's a clutter gathering around from nowhere?
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment, gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
She's really pissed off.
This is all too much. I can't keep going. You can't keep going? What are you talking about?
He doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you.
Not me though.
I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you're the one. Chapter 3, chapter 5, 6. What? What the hell? It's a moment of clarity, huh?
You're on a path in the... Shit! What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing?
Good question.
There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember.
Voice is broken. Now we have broken narrator as a voice.
I think we were trying to save the world.
So narrator maybe was some kind of voice of clarity that trying to pretend to be narrator, as I kinda expected in order to mention it.
You shouldn't know about the princess.
Oh, the writer is
At
still
least
here.
not until I... You've already been here, haven't you? I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left.
We have to let her out.
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we?
Well, depends.
Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything.
Yeah, but this is not the world anyone would like to see. Don't know. Letting her out is not an option.
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think.
Damn, how many voices I have now?
We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere.
There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything. We love her, so we have to set her free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us? To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
Many times, I guess. Well, that's a good question. How many times have you all been here?
Many, 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 many times.
It feels like we've been here forever, but it also feels like we've barely been here at all.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine.
Sure, everything will be fine.
It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you.
That's an interesting thing. Part of everything. So whoever is in protagonist, he is something powerful as well. Something similar to her. Maybe opposite. Maybe just the current way of things. Some kind of equivalent.
There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
But that doesn't make sense. I only remember being here twice before this. And some of you don't seem to remember being here at all. Was I here those other times? Did someone else make the decisions?
What does here even mean if you really think about it? Shut up! You were here.
Every single time.
You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged.
You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget.
Yeah, Heron definitely witnessed everything. He was like the main voice.
I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
Doing nothing is not the right thing. Definitely according to a previous part, yes, I was for the second time, but I spent there eternity. Things were changed, world already changed. If it's really a way to the common, if it's not a part of a nightmare, then I need to revert it somehow. Let's proceed to the cabin.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin, or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill.
And the mirror.
No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it.
Well, this time he probably still don't see it. Because he didn't mention it.
He always lies.
He's not lying, but he don't see it. Why? What's so special about the mirror?
And he always makes it gone.
It's exhausting. We must be such a mess, but we never get the chance to fix ourselves. That thing is mocking us.
Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do. She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
And what's wrong with giving them space? What if it helps them? What if they need to be heard?
They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are. Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving. Or you could just give up.
No. Approach the mirror. Interesting that there are no answer variants.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there.
You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it.
Yeah, would be nice.
Smash it to pieces!
No.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
No.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what. Exactly. I'm sure that whatever you settle on, it'll be the best possible decision you could have made.
Alright.
Proceed. Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific.
Wow, I didn't have variants.
That's a new one. Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them.
Why you called opportunist, really? He's just a positive guy.
And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see?
There's a dagger.
We're one step closer to her. The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be. The only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. It's the only way forward.
Do I have a choice? Interesting. Some things are locked. On the way forward? We've already tried everything else, don't you remember? I didn't try everything else. Have to take the blade, take the blade. Well, I have to take the blade then.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep, deep in the bowels of the earth. You see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I was joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
Closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything.
Well, logically, if the time was spent, at least, well, world existed all this time. We could find a solution alternative, maybe.
Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take my will and let me out.
Really pissed off and just trying to pretend.
It'll be so
Okay.
much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A trinket that gets to stay with me all the time. Right by my side. A witness. Oh, I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pause. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
If I would lose power, then why is she still there? And still asking me to help her.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand. What are we supposed to do? She took our weapon. This really was a lost cause, wasn't it? You sealed our fate when you refused to kill her. Kill or be killed. Yes, I suppose you're right. Oh well, there's no paralysis anymore. Is it because we've already given her what she wants?
No, as a parent. It's just an object. Too, you once were something else a long time ago, but what that something you... Or is it just a dull and jaded memory? There's no land in here. Take her hand and set her free. Damn. Apparently took a wheel of what's going on? Oh, I didn't have any other options anyway. Oh yeah, just take her hand and set her free. That's it.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you.
But damn, that's kinda weird that the game doesn't give me a choice. What about the wheel? How it could be lost? Whatever, like, that's so weird.
The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
The prince is exhausted. Slumps.
Why is it so cold?
What the hell? They did not have an opportunity to respond. Something has taken her away. It's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost.
Interesting.
That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away, just like her.
I'm not so sure.
Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here. Finally, we can smash it.
And actually, it doesn't sound like a worst idea, but I'm still in some weird place. So, I still need to fix it and leave it.
Oh, you stop with the smashing.
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
And now you will look at the princess, yeah? Where's the mirror? Step towards the mirror. Hold the truth that you must witness.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready.
It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here.
Boys, it's been an honor.
Alright, gaze into your reflection. Senses reach forward. They are gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what is in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Let's proceed to the cabin. You are in the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Yeah, many questions. So, what are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Good question. What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
And what is the gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is filled with sadness, a doll abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home.
So, are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
And this way is it similar? But were you always a princess? Or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Well, this weren't so very clear. So, is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Yeah, because the world is this too, basically. At least it looks like it's not a normal world, but at the same time, who's narrator then? Io would send me to slay the princess. Io would trap me here. Logic I know, but I don't have as evidence.
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
So what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
And how many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
That's kind of dumb question, but might give me some information. But mainly I'm curious about this. How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you are going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Well, for someone. You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Yeah, she just get on new vessels, basically, and I need to deal with each one of them. Something like this, according to how I see it from her warrants. Alright, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die.